Hey, welcome to episode 10, the final normal episode of the Content Cube this year. I'm Brian Woods.
I'm Jake Mosier, lover of potassium, but exclusively from bananas.
I don't even know how I follow that up. I mean, I'm Zach Hohenstein, and that's about it.
Welcome to the final normal episode of the year. Well, of the school year.
The series finale, Brian. Can we land it like Game of Thrones?
I don't want to call it the series finale because I'm hoping this isn't... I know this isn't the final episode, Zach. We've recorded some stuff to go up over the summer.
And when you hear this episode, you'll know if Game of Thrones continued to get worse or got maybe a little better.
Because honestly, we don't know yet. We are recording this pre-episode 5.
We're recording this directly after episode 9 for listeners at home. Directly after. We got a couple things to talk about. Literally 2 things. We're going to talk about Annihilation. We're finally doing it, folks. We all watched it. I watched it for the first time. Zach watched it. What time was it for you?
4, I believe. 4th time.
And Jake has also seen it 4 times. You guys seem to think there was a lot to talk. It's
an interesting concept to unpack.
Yes. It really was.
I think due to the movie it is, I think there's a lot to talk about. I just think it's inherently a very interesting movie.
Kind of said like you said doo-doo.
Oopsies.
And I was waiting for him to validate whatever he was about to say.
Since this is technically our end of the year episode, do we want to say stuff about our school year?
Fuck yeah, let's do that first.
Rounding comments. How freshman year was, Zach, for us? How good or bad certain things were? How finals are just beat us up?
Freshman year. Wow, what a ride.
Wow.
Crazy. It was a transition for sure. So obviously coming from high school where I was the coolest guy in the school and everyone knew my name. I was
how many people were there?
I was the tits, guys.
Let's talk about our high school status. I'm not going to sell myself short.
You were the tits guy?
Were you cool in high school?
What the fuck does that mean?
I didn't say I was the tits guy. I said I was the tits, guys.
Were you cool in high school?
Which was a phrase meaning I was really cool.
It's not a phrase they use where I'm from.
All right. I guess forget I said that one. I was being sarcastic, guys. I was not the coolest person in high school.
But now he's the coolest person here. So
yeah, that's what I was about to say. So I went from high school, and now I'm the coolest person at Mizzou.
Much more harder to do, so it's a bigger accomplishment. So fuck all those high schoolers.
Yeah.
Man, it's all kind of a blur for me. I'm a sophomore. I don't remember. I don't know if I was in the journalism program last semester. I think I was, but now I'm in communications because journalism's for people smarter than I.
Let the record show Zach is in journalism, and Brian looked at Zach.
I looked at Jake.
Let the record show that Zach lied.
Okay, I looked into the void.
Strike that line of questioning from the record.
I looked into the void on that one. First semester was really cool. I signed up to become the host of Table Talk. I really had some ideas for the show.
I forgot that exists up until right now. Right now, I remembered it exists.
Okay, well, the people in Table Talk don't show up to these.
I'm in charge of it next year, and I don't know what it does.
Again, well, it's like, okay, let me see. I auditioned. It's like a talk show thing.
Yeah, it's like people. Jimmy Fallon.
Don't I have to edit that next year? Is that part of my job next year?
Yeah, it is.
Son of a bitch! I don't.
You have to edit this too, so.
No, I'm editing this one.
Just like Lando.
No, we'll push it off to Zach next year.
It's like Darth Vader and Lando. Like I'm altering the deal. This deal keeps getting worse all the time. I mean,
just like Game of Thrones.
So I'm gonna make that meme later.
I auditioned for Table Talk. And I think I did pretty good. I did so good. They said, "Wow, Brian, we love the idea of you, but not really. We'll give you your own show."
Brian is just a concept, guys.
And then MUTV went through some changes, as you do. It blossomed.
It's becoming something new.
So things got a little...
That's what they say in Annihilation to connect it.
So my show kind of got pushed back, and then we filmed a pilot that none of you have seen, and here we are now.
There was a Content Cube pilot, an unaired one.
Yeah, I'm thinking
where you actually got to see us, our mouths move.
Yeah, If we get to $1,000 on Patreon, it's not live yet, but if we do, I will leak the pilot.
I mean, to give you a little
I don't even
sample.
think you have to leak it. Can you just give it to me and I'll put it on the website?
Wasn't it International Men's Day ranked 4th on our top 10 holidays? What was
That was
it?
the topic, ladies and gentlemen. It was
top.
It was ranking the holidays.
Yeah.
Well, you'll
We
never
all
know.
unanimously agreed, if I believe, Valentine's Day was the worst.
It's pretty lame. Well, basically, I love this fucking show, and I'm so glad I'm doing it. So my year's been all right. It's been pretty stressful, everything else considered. You know, life's a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
Jake, how was your year?
Both better and worse than I expected.
Yeah.
I guess it's worse because there were periods where it was rough, where I wouldn't say I was the happiest. I was fine. I was having. Get your hand off me. That was Zach's
He was
hand
talking to
on
Zach.
me.
No,
Brian's hands were not on
my
me,
hands
just
are right
Zach's.
where they need to be.
It seemed like Jake was sad, so I put a reassuring
But
hand on his wrist.
it got better. E23, I became closer with you two and then more people, and that became more enjoyable. Classes, honestly, that was the biggest shocker of college, was that classes were not as hard as I thought they were going to be. I thought I was going to have a lot more work to do. Turns out I really did not, as much as I thought I did. I thought I was going to be staying up like late every night doing homework. Wasn't the case. I got more sleep the whole year than I've ever gotten in high school. I've gotten almost 8 hours of sleep every single night, so that's wonderful.
Wow.
That's big.
I was
What college did you go to?
Mizzou. Home of the Tigers. MIZ.
Zach, we both need to acknowledge that our lack of sleep is on us.
Yeah, I mean, I could have made better decisions that would have allowed me to rest my eyes more.
Yeah.
I usually don't. I mean, I have moments where the responsible thing becomes very clear.
Yeah.
And to quote like Jack Sparrow, it's like I love those moments. I like to wave at them as they pass by. You know?
Don't remember that quote.
It's from the second one.
No,
Okay,
that's
Jake,
fine. Overall, it was good. Classes were easier than I thought. I liked the people I've met. People are cool. I'm excited to be out of the dorms, though.
Yeah.
Mostly
Not a big dorm
excited to have my own room. I need a place to be by myself. I can't do chips eating at 2 o'clock at night,
You know,
etc.
This guy over here had to share a room this year. Yeah, Brian and I had our own rooms.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, not next year. I'll have my own room next year.
That's really exciting. Where are you?
The Reserve.
Oh, yeah?
Those apartments.
Wow, where are those?
I don't know.
Like, I was thinking about doing an apartment, but I don't trust Midwest Wi-Fi and just internet in general.
Reasonable.
I require a lot. of download and upload speed for the things I do. So I'm trying to stay on campus. I was trying to get a campus apartment. I don't know what's happening. Honestly.
Well,
I don't know where I'm living.
this is about a week out, but campus Wi-Fi sucked yesterday.
It just kind of
It went out at a very terrible time when I was supposed to be uploading my J2150 project for a website that was due literally an hour later. So I'm like, how long is this going to be down?
The thing is that it wasn't just the Wi-Fi; it was the Ethernet too. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know if I
Wi-Fi
can.
I
is
had
the
to
Ethernet.
use a hotspot from my phone to upload stuff onto a website, and that was not working well for me.
I think there should be a rule if the Wi-Fi goes out, all homework gets delayed however long it's out.
That was really fucked up.
Because,
That
I mean,
happens.
a lot of things rely on the internet nowadays. So
Yeah.
that's all I had to say about the internet.
All you guys have to say about our year in review?
I mean, I guess I can repeat what Jake said. That I mean,
you could.
it wasn't always the most fun, but obviously it got better as the year went on, and E23 was a cool highlight of it. And, just glad that you guys are my friends now.
Yeah, I got closer.
I feel more at home now that I have a solid core.
Same. When I go home, I feel so much better.
But also when I go to my actual home, you guys are kind of like the superficial.
Oh my god!
When I go to my real home, it's game
We're an
over.
FOB. We're the forward operating.
When
base.
I get my fucking dog, I forget all about you guys. Really.
I would say that my dog died, so.
You guys are single serving friends.
Yeah,
as they say in Fight Club.
I got closer to people I knew last year, and I met you guys, and we're real close now. We're pretty close. I like it.
Let the record show we're all holding hands.
Yeah, because I love touching other people's hands. I say with so much love.
Okay, moving on to the promised topic. A week late. Oh my god.
Brian's bones are falling apart in his face.
Brian's just so excited to talk about Annihilation, guys.
My jaw hurts, so my mouth is like off center. My ear hurts. I think the pain is connected now. my body is deteriorating at a rapid rate. On to Annihilation. You guys seem to say you guys repeatedly said it's a lot to unpack. And I saw some science people go in, they die, everyone's gangsta till the plants start walking. The bear has a human voice.
It sounds like a lyric line, everyone's gangsta till the plants start walking.
I mean, I don't know. I liked it. I liked it a lot. I think it was very good.
I was going to ask, it's... the only reason I say there's a lot to unpack, not because the ending is confusing, I think the ending is really freaking cool.
Yeah.
And I think the overall meaning of the movie, I think it has a lot of interpretations, which I don't know if you guys have any interpretations.
I mean, this is me, without having looked anything up, just watching it 4 times now. This is my concept of what Annihilation is. Okay, you guys ready? And then Jake can give me what he thinks it is if it's different. And then Brian, having watched it once last night, will give a different perspective of what he thinks it is. All right. So Annihilation... Just to set it up for anyone who hasn't seen it, I don't know why you'd be listening to this part if you hadn't seen it, because that'd be pretty boring for you. But
you had 2 fucking weeks.
Yeah, I mean, to refresh, this movie came out...
You've had a year.
Came out in February of 2018, starring Natalie Portman. I believe it was directed by whatever guy made Ex Machina. Maybe his name's Garland, not sure.
Alex Garland.
Haha, correct. Correctamundo. All right. So Natalie Portman... has in theory her husband has been gone for a year now. He's like a special ops guy. She has no idea if he's dead or alive, probably dead. He just shows up in her house and he's very sick and different and distant, similar to Bran from
stop it.
Except inherently more interesting.
Except better actor and likable still somehow. So he gets picked up as he's like dying by the secret science organization. And she gets picked up with them. So now she is at this secret science organization who explains there is this thing called the Shimmer that has originated from a lighthouse in Florida, and it keeps growing. It's just like a big shiny ball, and like people go in. Big bubble. And people go in, and they don't come out, and no one knows what it is, and it's expanding. So that's the basic setup of the movie. Natalie Portman agrees to go in, try it with a team, tries to find the source of the Shimmer, learn what they can, get out. They're all scientists. They're not really military. Some have military background, but they are there as scientists. So that's the basic plot line of the movie. I believe what the Shimmer is, because it is a focus on cells in the movie. The movie starts with 2 cells breaking apart and a lecture on what cells are. So cells, Jake.
You'll love to see it.
Little science section for you here, guys. Cells naturally, everything in the universe comes from 1 cell. All right?
No.
That's what it says in the movie.
No.
In the movie's lore, it all came... No, Brian, you will have your turn.
Adam, sure. Okay, sorry.
You will have your turn, Brian, okay? So, Natalie Portman's argument as a professor, a biology professor, is that that cells are meant to multiply and grow. And then humans, we look at dying as a natural thing, but it's actually a fault in our genetics. That cells dying is actually like a flaw in what they're meant to do. So the Shimmer, this thing that came from outer space, doesn't really have a consciousness, even though it can take different forms, like a human form even, like looking like that.
Do we think that Metal Mario is the Shimmer itself, or is it just...
Brian, you are opening up a can of worms. Okay. We can talk about that for a day.
I think it's Rose Gold Peach, not Metal Mario.
All right, so you go into the Shimmer, and that's where genetics happen differently. So pretty much what it is the cells grow there. The cells don't die in the Shimmer. Mm-hmm. Even if you are killed by something in the Shimmer, your cells do not die. They just almost join with whatever killed you in the environment around you. You become part of the Shimmer, where everything is beautiful and everything's hybrids, and you try and send signals out of the Shimmer. They don't go through. People are like, oh, it's blocking it. Actually, the Shimmer refracts things. So, like, whatever comes off of you bounces back into everything. It bounces everything back. And what it is it's a giant, like, it's life, pretty much. The Shimmer is, like, what life should be without death, is my interpretation of it.
Okay. The 2 interpretations that I am a fan of, I like that one, too. I think that's what's great about this movie, is that... The whole movie Shimmer is kind of a metaphor for cancer, in that like even when you think it's gone, it's still not at the end of the movie. It affects everyone in different kinds of ways. You have some people who give into it, some people who fight it, And also the other interpretation is that it's just about self-destruction and how people ultimately.
Would you say Annihilation?
Oh, that's a whole nother thing to get into. The score is phenomenal in this movie.
Oh my god, it's incredible.
I think this movie does a lot with. I can't quite put it into words. It does. It does a lot of things for a sci-fi movie, I guess. But that's kind of what's. I can't quite put it in words.
It's not a simple premise. I mean, you could say, "Oh, yeah, simple." They go into some alien thing they don't know about. That's a simple way of putting it. But it's not like his previous film, Ex Machina, where you go like, "Okay, it's an AI that gets smarter and she tries to escape," and that is a solid like 1 sentence summary of that movie.
Yeah.
It's really not a solid 1 sentence summary that would actually capture what Annihilation is.
I don't know. I mean, it is. You just wouldn't understand the mechanics behind it. The mechanics are that all the DNA mixes together, kind of. Okay, let's do a plot.
Boo. Let's oversimplify.
Okay,
plot recap.
Plot rundown. Okay, who's the woman?
Natalie Portman.
Okay,
I don't remember her.
Natalie Portman. Lena.
Her
name's Lena.
Yeah, that is it.
Her husband's dead, I guess.
Kane.
And Kane is dead. This dude that she knows from work is like, hey, you should come over for barbecue.
She had an affair with him before.
We're getting there, Zach. Me and my wife are gonna do it, and it's a wife, and I'm like, okay, so he's not hitting on her. And then she goes home to go paint the room for some reason.
Some Simon and Garfunkel song or something like that. I'm not sure.
That song is great.
Whatever it is, it comes up 3 times. I don't know if it's Simon and Garfunkel. Whatever it is, it's amazing.
And then Kane walks up the stairs, and you think it's an illusion, but it's a real thing.
It's a surreal moment. It's a well-directed moment.
It's a great moment. It's a great moment. And then he drinks water, and there's blood in the water because he's
just like, I don't feel very well.
I don't feel very well. My insides are liquid. And then he goes, and then they get taken to a place that I guess is called, I'm going to call it the Southern Reach, because that's what they call it in the books, I guess.
Helplessly Hoping by Crosby, Stills, and Nash.
Great song.
I think I have it added, but if not, I'm going to add it right now.
Send it to me later. And then they go there, and she meets a bunch of other misfit scientists who are all women. And then they're like, hey, I'm a biologist, I'm a psychiatrist, and I'm all the other sciences. And then they go inside of it, and they all fucking die, except Natalie Portman. Is that who it was? I'm very bad with names.
Yep.
One of them turns into a plant, another one gets killed by a bear, and then assimilates into the bear, so the bear has a scary voice. Hate it.
Very scary.
Hate it.
Fucking awesome.
Hate it. Hate that
awesome
guy.
Moment. Scary
awesome
bear.
Moment. Hate that bear. Hate that bear. And then another character who they really fucking telegraph this one. It's like, oh, she cuts because she wants to feel alive. And what's more alive than turning into a plant? And she turns into a plant. And then the other
Tessa
one,
Thompson, guys.
Tessa Thompson turns into a plant. The clothes are not on the plant, which I thought was weird. And whatever. And then another character gets killed by the bear. And then the other one goes to the lighthouse and she dies. And then this thing comes out of her. And then Natalie Portman looks at the thing. And then the thing turns into Metal Mario. And it has a vagina, I noticed. There's a vagina on the Metal Mario.
Well, because her blood went in.
Yes.
It is somewhat incorporating Natalie Portman when it comes out and it mirrors her.
Yes.
In one of the most surreal sci-fi scenes.
Okay.
Scary thing.
So I want to jump back and touch on things that I really like about the movie.
Yeah.
I love the use of the Helplessly Hoping song because it starkly contrasts the score used at the end. Mm-hmm. Like it's this very grounded. Obviously, I mean, it's music like we hear in the normal world, which then at the end you hear this and that, which
there's someone stomping. There's a stomp the yard performance above us, guys.
I love the use of the sparing use of flashbacks. They don't use them very often, but they use them very effectively. They get enough across. I feel enough emotional. Like I do care about their relationship. Like her cheating meant something to me when they like reveal it. It was cool
because this is how she feels like she's trying to like pay back a debt by trying to go into the shimmer and save him.
Yeah, and that I enjoy a lot of people call this a horror film. I wouldn't go that far, but it does.
It's got a scary scene.
I think the part with Metal Mario is really scary.
Something I didn't know. I learned in bonus feature stuff. Most of this movie is practical effects, which I think is awesome. Like that's the whole jungle thing is a set,
sure, yeah.
Which I think is really cool. The gator scene is awesome.
Is that practical effects?
I think so. I'm not sure. I'd have to
That's
Google
definitely
that.
not a real gator.
But
it looked like shit. Sorry,
I mean, it was
didn't look that bad.
it does.
Look that bad.
I mean,
it's definitely a low budget movie for a
which
sci-fi.
is another reason I was like, this movie did make a lot of money.
I think it looked really good. I don't mean to dunk on it. I just thought
it does. It doesn't look great.
for a second I thought you were saying the gator was real. And I was going to say no, sir.
The gator does not. No, the gator does not look great. But then they're in the like bunker area and they're showing the video of the stuff crawling out like that. That part is awesome. Yeah. The bear is an awesome twist in that it can like embody the people and you hear her like screaming in the bear.
Yeah, just to give you guys a little sense here, this bear, because one of the team members went crazy, she tied other team members.
Yeah.
She hears a scream outside that sounds like a team member that was supposedly killed earlier.
Yeah.
She goes, "Oh, she's outside," and she goes outside to try and save it. You hear a bear growl, and you assume, okay, this person's dead. And then the bear walks in. They're all still tied to the chairs. They are helpless. Bear gets in their face, like breathing and smelling them. And every time the bear opens its mouth, you can hear like the dead member from before scream is still a part of this bear. And so what they say is when part of this person merged with the bear during her death, it was the part of her that was scared and like in pain. And so this part of her is living scared and in pain for the rest of her life. Because that's the part that became part of the bear. And it's terrifying.
Yeah.
It's a scary looking bear too.
Yeah. And I mean those, and then obviously the end highlight, which I mentioned this in episode 3 of the show, I think, when we talked about Us.
Yeah.
That end scene, the scene we get in Us at the end where they're having the pseudo fight dance sequence. Mm-hmm. This is like, that is the closest thing we'll ever get to the end of Annihilation. Because it is very similar. The use of music in Us is the da 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 da. In this, it's wah, wah, wah. It's like almost similar to the noises. We're kind of fighting, but we're not. We're mimicking each other's movements. It's like almost down. Like it's crazy how similar they are. But Annihilation does it slightly better. I think the neon colors and the weird gray figure, which inherently shouldn't be that scary, but for some reason that scene is terrifying.
I know, it's really scary.
Yeah, it's like...
I never liked seeing the alien, you know what I mean? It upsets me.
Yeah.
You even said that last night. It's like, I forgot what you said, but it was something like, we don't see an alien here.
No, they were watching the footage of Kane, of like Kane before he fucking blew himself up.
And you see the other...
Yeah, and like you just see like a shadow thing like in the door. I'm like, I never liked seeing that.
Oh man, I loved that line though. He had a line during this video confessional that Lena finds of her husband.
Yeah.
He's sitting there clearly kind of on the brink of it. He's like, okay, I feel things moving in me.
Yeah.
Like, his fingerprints are changing, things like that. And then he goes, was I you? Were you me? And like, he has no idea if he's even real anymore because there's, similar to Lena, some type of clone of him got made through the shimmer.
Yeah.
And it's hard to, it's pretty existential stuff.
Yeah.
And then he blows himself up just to get away from the question of it.
Yeah.
That whole last set piece is probably my favorite, like, 20 minutes in movies ever.
I don't like Metal Mario. Okay, sorry.
I love...
She becomes Lena, though.
I love when she goes down the tunnel, and it's like... Especially because the movie had stayed decently grounded at that. Not like grounded, but decently, like, a normal audience can handle what's going on.
Yeah.
But then you get to that end scene, and it's just this, like... I don't even know what to call it. Cave of... It looks like black intestines, like weaving in and out of each other, and then there's this like colorful ball, and then
it's like collapsed. It looks like a black hole.
Yeah,
but it's not.
And then the other woman is there, and then she crawls
the girl
up.
From Hateful Eight pretty much is there, and she's all like, I guess she had kind of she's been completely infiltrated by the shimmer or whatever because it comes out of her mouth and she becomes a part of it,
which again like
expands into a black hole.
This is very abstract, what's the word? Surreal stuff happening, which is very different than the rest.
Very cool, like Jake was saying, very cool sci-fi theme.
And then before this, the like on the walk to the lighthouse, or it's right afterwards, there's like these giant like crystal tower things, which are
trees.
Yeah, crystal trees, which are awesome.
Oh, I loved that scene where they're all collapsing.
Yeah, it's
great. Satisfying smash.
And the 10-minute sequence where she's just dancing with this Metal Mario and the score, it's terrifying, it's beautiful, it's Movies.
Just to
Fucking
paint
hate
this,
that thing.
just to paint this picture, guys. We say dancing because it seems kind of like it, but it's almost like the tethered, like from Us, since we brought that up. It's mirroring her movements.
Yeah.
Until she tricks it into opening up a phosphorus grenade.
She lights the poor thing on fire.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of like an Us, except it makes more sense here in Us, where the kid kind of makes the other kids. Us spoilers here. The kid makes his tethered version of himself walk into a fire. I don't know. That scene didn't make too much sense to me, but
It's fine. We'll move on.
I liked it a lot. I liked it a whole bunch.
Have you seen Ex Machina?
Oh yeah, I fucking love that movie.
that movie is, guys. He is 2 for 2 in awesome sci-fi
I'm thrilled
movies.
to see what he
2
does
of my
next.
favorite sci-fi movies. Just for perspective here, guys, I keep lists of movie rankings every year. I rank every movie I've ever seen at the end of the year because I keep a list, and then at the very end, I keep update it as I go. But for so Annihilation came out 2018.
It was my number one.
I saw 39 movies in 2018. Annihilation was my 4. So I was big fan.
I just appreciate what you can do with low budget sci-fi.
Yeah.
I don't think it's utilized enough because Ex Machina is the same way where it's dealing with pretty big themes, also very low budget, but still very cool.
2015 is when Ex Machina came out.
Yeah.
Saw
Number
37 movies that year. You want to guess where this one was?
Number 2.
Number 3.
Jake is right. Number 2. You know what number 1 was?
What year is this?
Yeah.
Avengers.
What year is this?
2015.
Mad Max Fury
Mad
Road.
Max Fury Road is my number
You're
1.
trying to say it's the only right answer.
Yeah.
So yeah, So guys, there's Mad Max, and then there's Ex Machina. Those are 2 pretty awesome movies. So yeah, this guy
Have
makes.
you seen
good
Mad Max
movies.
Fury Road?
Yeah.
Okay.
I say I haven't seen a lot of movies.
Lots to unpack there.
But I
Brian.
think I've seen the ones there's nothing to unpack in Mad Max. Like there's literally like 5 lines of dialogue.
There's one. There's.
I love Max. I love every line that Max has. It's go back the way we came. That's how he talks. So I suggest we go that way.
All right. So we done with Annihilation? Any closing words?
I like that part where it's like Benedict Wong the whole time is like asking her questions. He's like, so it was like, oh, is it hostile? She's like, I don't think it was like destroying anything. It was making something new. So which is the exact opposite of Annihilation. And that kind of solidified my theory that it's all about life in general. Is that the shimmer is life untethered by death.
I like the twist at the end, in that like we've been talking to her this whole time, but it hasn't really been her.
It's her.
I think it's her. She blew up the other version of herself. It's her. It's just she's different now.
Okay.
I mean, so it's not her. It's not original her.
Okay, sure.
Well, the way that Oscar Isaac, I think the version of Oscar Isaac that came back, I think, is the version that got created.
Yeah, Oscar Isaac
the way
is
I thought.
100% not original canon. Yeah. But, okay, so I read that the original ending for this movie, it was basically the same, but you didn't know, like... It was literally the same, but it was more ambiguous at the very end over if she was and I hate that shit.
You don't like Inception type endings?
Inception's fine because at least
even
I know,
though that's now been confirmed.
Inception, I'm just like that's a personally.
It's like it wobbled a little bit.
It wobbled.
I mean, it's been confirmed. Michael Caine. Did you not hear about this?
I think I probably avoided it because it's probably something I didn't want to know.
He came out and said what the ending was.
What is the ending?
Zach doesn't want to know, so I won't tell him.
Okay.
I mean.
You can Google it.
I mean, it is real, right? That was real life? Because Michael Caine was in the dream or something. Didn't he say something like that?
Yeah, it's real.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay, no, but I just don't like these endings where it's like, oh, like, did any of this even fucking happen? I guess not. Like, because basically the script, the thing I read was like, literally like the scene of them fighting and her walking out was the same. It was just like, is she the Shimmer? I'm like, I fucking hope not, because I just watched her kill it.
Yeah.
So I hate stuff like that. But she is changed by the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. She got a snake
movie.
Inside her.
Hated that. Snake inside.
Hated that when they cut that guy open
inside my stomach. And he looks at the camera like, we good? Like, we ready? Here we go. And slices this guy open and puts his hand inside it. Like you getting this?
Yeah.
Like doing thumbs up. It's the most uncomfortable.
Trick of the light. Cool. It was just a trick of the light.
Oh yeah, she's like, just trick of the light, guys. I promise.
What was that? There's one part where she's like, so you're saying we need to? Oh my god! When Gina Rodriguez finds out that to get back home, you have to keep going towards the lighthouse.
Yeah.
And Natalie Portman's like, yeah, I mean to get out, you have to go farther in if you like. And then she's like, no, I don't fucking like.
Good movie. Great
Fucking
movie.
love that movie. That was a great movie. I don't love it.
Strong female cast. Big fan of it.
Yeah, they're all great.
Plus Oscar Isaac. So pretty perfect to me.
Do you think anyone else has made the Metal Mario joke before?
No.
Do you think if I Google...
I think you can copyright that joke in regards to
Okay, because
Annihilation.
I'm going to Google Metal Mario Annihilation after this, and I hope there's fan art of, like, Mario looking at, like, Metal Mario in the Lighthouse.
So now I need to know right now.
Okay, moving on. Walt Disney release schedule for the next, 8 years?
A long time.
For the next several years, we're going to go through all of them, and we're going to talk about each and every film. All right?
Yes, talk about a lot of films that are not confirmed.
No, they're confirmed. They say they're coming out.
I mean, a lot
of them are untitled, unmastered. Okay. May 10th, 2019 is Tolkien.
Don't care. Move on.
I think we can skip the ones we obviously don't care about, like
Yeah.
Spies in Disguise.
Don't care about Tolkien. There's maybe something to talk about there.
There's nothing to talk about with that movie.
May 24th, Aladdin.
Okay, that's nothing new.
Nothing
still
new.
excited.
This year,
still
I
excited
don't
with
have much
Aladdin.
to say on stuff. We've talked about all of
Yeah,
it.
June
I don't know,
7th.
still excited with
Dark
Aladdin. I'll
Phoenix.
say that. Dark
Toy Story
Phoenix.
4,
still
it's a
excited.
weird, like, slave story.
Whoa.
What the fuck is Stuber?
It's the Uber. So Kumail
yeah.
Nanjiani and Dave Bautista. Kumail is an Uber driver, and Dave Bautista is a cop, and he needs him as an Uber driver, and the Uber driver's name is Stu, so he's Stuber.
Okay.
It looks funny.
Okay,
Comedy.
it is a comedy? Okay,
Yeah.
I was like, is this
it's a
No,
buddy
it's a
cop. It's a buddy
sci-fi
cop
fantasy
movie.
novel.
Okay, Lion King, the.
Yeah.
So The
It's a
Lion
movie.
King, The Lion King. That's a movie. The Art of Racing in the Rain.
I don't know what this is, and I don't want to know what it is.
I kind of want to know.
Feels like a documentary.
Yeah.
That's a Fox film. FSL. What is FSL?
Fox Sports Live. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, that is what FSL is.
Who's
I
doing-
don't know.
I don't know. FSL. Well, it's like Disney, Fox, and FSL.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, Fox Searchlight.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. They made Spotlight.
Ready or Not?
Here I come.
Any thoughts?
That's what I say when I play hide and
PG
seek.
song.
Ad
Next
Astra. Ad Astra.
Cool. Cool name.
The Women in the Window. Woman in the Window.
This one might actually have a relevance. I'm gonna look it up. I'm not 100%.
You'll fucking eat your words on Ad
What is
Astra.
it?
The Woman in the Window.
It's based off of a book.
It's Fox.
Okay, there was a reason. It's directed by Joe Wright, who directed nothing. No, never mind. It's the cast that's somewhat exciting. Amy Adams, Julianne Moore, Gary Oldman, Brian Tyree Henry, Anthony Mackie.
You skipped Wyatt Russell.
Yeah, I did.
My boy Wyatt Russell. Kurt Russell's son.
It's based off a book about. Can I have a plot synopsis, please?
An agoraphobic child psychologist witnesses a crime while spying on her new neighbors, leaving her to determine whether or not to alert the police.
There you go. So I guess excited for that.
I
Pretty
think
much
I've
Rear
seen
Window
that book
without the
before.
injury.
I think I've seen that book before, like on a shelf or something.
That's usually where the books are.
Disney, big one, guys. Finally, the fucking lore expanding spinoff we all needed, Maleficent, Mistress of Evil.
Well, I could care less about this
As a
movie.
sequel to a spinoff.
I needed this.
There was already a Maleficent movie.
Really? Oh,
Yep.
fuck, you're right, there was.
So this is the sequel to the movie that
Need
people
it.
didn't really care about.
Need it. I needed this. Ford versus Ferrari is in November.
Could care less about that.
I don't know. I don't like cars.
I don't like cars.
Unless this is Cars 4, I don't want to talk.
I'm curious to see your thoughts on this one. Frozen 2.
I mean,
Excited.
Excited. Yeah,
Because-
I'm not one of those people that are just so cool. I wish I could be as cool as them who think Frozen's a bad
Yeah.
movie because there was hype around it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I wish I was that cool. as them.
Frozen is a fun, good movie.
Yeah.
It is not great. I
I think
Jake's getting cooler, guys.
no, I don't think it's I mean, of the Disney movies, I don't think it is. I don't think it's top tier, and I think it doesn't help. I think the Frozen hype has died down, and I don't think I'm gonna have to listen. I do work at a daycare, so I might have to listen to kids
I
sing.
mean,
all
this
these
is gonna
songs.
be big.
Oh, it's gonna be back, boy.
Oh, I know, but I'm excited. It'll be fun. It'll be a fun movie to see with the family.
When am I gonna start the Frozen hype? Probably around October. Comes out November, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
All
gonna
right.
be.
Then
Looks like autumn's coming to Arendelle.
Well, I think they're probably going. Whatever. 28 days later, we have
Whoa, I love that movie.
Fuck me, I knew that was going to happen.
Love that film.
The next month, Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker.
I mean, that almost has to be its own episode.
It has the potential to be the greatest disappointment since Game of Thrones.
Big. That's big words.
I don't like that he's talking like that.
This one weirdly labeled. So all the other ones are just like 5, 10, 19. This one is Wednesday, 12, 25, 19. Spies in Disguise.
Is that on Christmas?
Yeah.
God, what a Christmas gift.
What the fuck is Spies
If people
in
didn't
Disguise?
believe God was real, he's real now.
What the fuck is
How can anyone believe that when God's Not Dead is out here making a movie every year?
Oh shit, it's this?
Oh yeah, it's the animated.
He turns into the pigeon, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Spies in Disguise.
Fuck, I didn't.
Oh my god, are you saying Spies in the Skies?
No, in disguise.
They might do that.
Oh, in disguise.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I hate the look of this movie entirely except for the pigeon.
It doesn't look good.
I like the
We don't need to
pigeon's
talk about this movie anymore.
look at that pigeon.
Oh yeah, I saw a trailer for this flick, guys.
I think the pigeon
my
looks
interest
alright.
level was at what you'd expect from me forgetting it exists immediately.
Fuck that. I don't.
Let's just move it. Let's
we're
keep
gonna
moving.
see that movie.
Yeah.
2020, Underwater.
Cool. I don't know what the.
It sounds like a documentary. Probably
I don't think
narrated
any of
by
these are
Morgan Freeman.
documentaries.
What
Fox.
studio? I'll look it
It's
up.
probably like a horror.
You guys can go on the next one.
Untitled Kingsman movie. I'm excited.
I'm excited.
I'm excited.
First,
Isn't it a-
first one's great. Second one is dumber but still enjoyable. Third one will.
First one's real dumb.
Okay, come again.
First one's real dumb.
But it's cool.
It's fucking awesome.
Oh yeah.
Second one's dumber.
Yes.
Yeah.
Much
Oh, you mean less good?
It's less good.
Yes.
Sure. Okay.
Second
yeah,
one is
okay.
much dumber.
Because like in that first one, there's a lady with like knives on her feet and she cuts a dude.
You see,
She
that was
bisects
awesome.
it. It was awesome. It was awesome.
Second one just has some painful forced Elton John cameo moments, and it's also got they brought back a character that probably should have been left dead because
Elton John is the best part of that movie.
Can I say?
Oh, we're
I
gonna have to have
remember
a Kingsman episode coming up.
I read a interview after Kingsman 1 came back. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna bring him back. I don't know.
Yeah,
how.
I mean-
I don't know how I'll bring him back. Like maybe he walks out of a spa and it was all a dream. I don't know.
Maybe the
Like,
moment would have meant more if I was surprised by it, but the trailers, the marketing was all
Yeah.
him, and then he comes back and he's obsessed with butterflies at first. I'm just not okay. We're not going to get into that.
Okay.
It's a-
Underwater is a movie about a crew of underwater researchers must scramble to safety after an earthquake devastates their subterranean laboratory. It is with Kristen Stewart, T.J. Miller,
Skip.
directed by
Skip.
no one relevant.
Disaster movie starring Kristen Stewart and T.J. Miller. Skip.
Continue. Next movie. We got
Fuck that
17
film.
minutes on Jake's timeline.
Call of the Wild. Is that a book?
Ooh.
Who cares?
I'll be the searcher.
Onward by Disney.
That's another movie?
Yeah.
That
Onward?
sounds familiar.
March 6th.
What am I doing that day?
Call of the Wild is if it's based off the 1903 what the hell?
Call of the Wild is Fox, so it might be based off of that book about the
The
deer.
short, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
The Yoka in Canada. What's the Onward?
Onward is in the new Pixar movie.
Oh shit.
And it's set
Oh, I
in a-
remember this. We got like a 15-second teaser or something.
Set in a suburban fantasy world. I've heard about this. I don't know really.
When
know
is
much.
this?
Onward is March 6th.
It's a weird date for
No,
a Pixar
I'm excited.
movie.
Always excited for new Pixar. You
Yeah.
know, because some I like Incredibles too, but in general, their sequels
I love
Kinda
the
lost
good
the
dinosaur.
lacked interest in the sequels.
Their sequels are always good. They're just never as good because they.
Have you seen Cars 2?
Oh, sorry.
Okay, the Cars ones I don't
But
count.
most
Those
of
are
their
literally just made
sequels
for
are still
merchandise.
enjoyable.
But I don't know. Incredibles 2 is still really cool to me. But Finding Dory was enjoyable.
Yeah, they're all enjoyable.
I mean, Monsters University was whatever. I want them to like really push themselves creatively again and make because think about this. They're making their best movies lately have been sequels.
Yeah.
Besides Inside Out.
Coco was
And
good.
Coco.
Oh fuck, Coco
But
was
Good
awesome.
Dinosaur and Brave were
Brave was cool for the first 20 minutes.
Brave felt like a fucking DreamWorks movie.
Brave was cool for the first 20 minutes, and they made it about her and her mom. I liked it more when it was her about like proving herself.
I can't do the voice.
Jake, if you had a chance to change Game of Thrones' fate,
If you had
Stop
the
it,
chance
we
to
don't-
change,
if you had a chance
to change your fate, would ya?
would you change
Okay,
Game
let's
of
move
Thrones'
on.
fate?
Next movie.
March 27th, Mulan. Live action?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Apparently, this is going to be the most different of the live action.
literally
the only character they're bringing back is Mulan.
I have nothing else to say about the live action movies besides cool.
Okay. There's a big one, guys. They cleared out all of April for this. April's only film. The New Mutants.
Guys, this is the end game of the X-Men franchise.
This movie's never fucking coming
I'm
out.
excited because it'll be different. I don't think it'll be good, but
Can't wait to see it on Disney Plus before that date, though.
it might.
I'd be willing to put cash on this table right now to bet that it is released on Disney Plus.
Okay. May 1st, Untitled Marvel. What is this?
I would assume
Black Widow.
Black Widow.
Let's just not even assume. Let's just call it Black Widow.
And then I'm
May
kind
1st.
of excited for this. I didn't know this was happening. May 29th is Artemis Fowl.
Yeah,
Based
movie's okay.
They're doing a new one.
Was that
that got
god-awful
pushed to next year?
trailer I
Yeah.
saw?
Okay, so this was supposed to come up this year. Because I listen to a podcast and they do like a summer predictions and they always guess what the biggest bomb is going to be.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
And they
definitely saw
guess
this
this
trailer.
movie because it's going to have an insanely high budget. And this is off a book series that no one cares about anymore. And it's most likely not going to be good.
No, for sure.
So that movie is probably not going to be good. It's probably going to bomb.
I like
Definitely
the
remember
books.
seeing the trailer and being like, wow, that was really uninteresting.
Yeah.
I liked the books. The trailer was not good. Untitled Pixar animation is June 19th.
Intriguing.
Summer fits.
Do they?
This fits a sequel to me.
Wait, can they do
feel like we
two
know
movies
by-
in 3 months?
They've done two. They've had years where they do two Pixar
Okay.
movies. I think Coco came out the same year we got a sequel and it was Finding Dory.
Dory, maybe? Was that 2016?
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know,
yeah,
but
right.
we've gotten years of two Pixar movies.
Coco was
I will be
2017.
shocked
Yeah.
if this isn't a sequel. I don't know
No,
what it would
Coco
be.
was 2018.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Because
No,
Logan was...
last year was 2018. That would have been Incredibles.
Oh, shit. Okay, whatever. I can't take it.
But like it'll be
Coco was
interesting.
2017.
Hypothesize. Do we think sequel or new original? Because it's weird.
Sequel.
Yeah, I don't
Sequel.
see two originals
Um,
happening the same year.
Within 3 months, especially.
Yeah. So what would we get a sequel to?
Cars 4.
God no. Cars 3 didn't make enough. I don't
Good-
think it made enough.
Good Dinosaur 2. Brave 2.
I don't know what they're making sequels at this point.
Monsters,
They could do a third
Monsters
movie.
Maternity Ward. Okay, I'm they can't do a sequel to it. They just keep doing fucking prequels.
Monsters. They go back in time. Or
Baby
Monsters High
Monsters.
School, Monsters Elementary School, Baby Daycare. Okay,
Monsters
next movie. What's
Junior.
the next movie?
I'm excited for this. This is from Fox, July 3rd. Free Guy. You heard about this?
No.
This is the isekai. It's Ryan Reynolds. He's an NPC in a video game, and he realizes he's an NPC.
That'll be fun.
It'll be
He wants to
fine.
be a free guy.
No, he'll be. It'll be fun. This is fucking weird. July 17th. Bob's Burgers, the movie.
Oh, I just saw a bunch of things on
Oh,
this.
yeah, Fox
It's
thing?
confirmed.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
Fox, yeah.
I would rather have the Simpsons sequel movie.
I feel like that is coming,
But
right? That's already been announced, right?
I
So
mean,
we'll see.
That movie's been in production
We'll check
for
the
like
list. We'll
a
check
long,
the list.
a
We'll
long
get
ass
there
time.
maybe. Jungle Cruise. What?
That's already filmed.
It's starring Dwayne the Rock Johnson, like off of the
And
Disney
Emily
World
Blunt.
ride.
I mean, I don't know how
That-
it finished filming like 6
It's
months
gonna
ago.
be like Jumanji, but a new property. So I'm down for it. It'll be fun.
The one and only Ivan.
I don't know what that is, and I don't know if I care.
Death of the Nile.
I don't know what that is.
Untitled Marvel. Probably Black Panther 2.
Wait, which is this? November 20
Untitled Marvel, November 6th.
Eternals.
Right, yeah. Eternals.
Yes.
Yeah, totally.
I'll be honest. That's a week, and Eternals probably is gonna be good.
It'll be fine.
The thing is,
it's
I
a new
just-
team.
yeah.
It'll probably have the gay character they've been teasing for the past 17 fucking years.
Yeah.
Can you do that thing with your mustache again, Brian? Brian was
viewers
over
can't
in
see
here
it.
twisting his mustache.
Ron's Gone Wrong. Fox.
I don't care.
Sounds like trash. That's mean. Wednesday, 11/25/20. Untitled Disney animation.
My guess is a Moana sequel,
Yeah.
or like it's the next
Moana.
Disney Animation Studios. Moana's great.
Did Zootopia is Zootopia Disney?
That'd be great.
Yeah.
As Moana.
Zootopia. So of those properties, we have Zootopia, Moana, Wreck-It Ralph, and Frozen are like the four biggest movies those properties have done.
Okay.
So I mean, their animation studios honestly has been Pixar level, are better than Pixar in the
Yeah.
past couple years. So I'm excited for whatever that is. I think it will be good.
West Side Story.
Very excited. Steven Spielberg.
Yeah.
I love a nice musical towards the end of the year. They
It's
casted.
got Ansel Elgort.
Yeah, this girl, they casted her. She sang "Shallow" in her auditorium at her school and put it on the internet, and that's how she got casted. And she's really good, so I'm excited for that.
Closing out 2020 is Cruella.
I could care less.
Not gonna know. We don't have time.
Yeah.
2021. This will be quick.
Okay,
because
cool.
these are all
Yeah.
untitled. Untitled Marvel in February.
Black Panther.
March we have Nimona. Fox. Don't know. Probably about some like young girl.
Who has pneumonia, probably.
Probably not. 312. Untitled Disney live action. Fuck.
I mean, what movie?
Pinocchio.
Lilo and Stitch was announced.
Pinocchio was announced. Oh, Lilo and Stitch was also announced.
One of those.
I feel like they released a picture for the ugly fucker too.
That was fake. I don't know how people actually believe that. People were like revolting on the internet.
I mean, I wouldn't have minded that. I don't care if he's ugly. That's the whole point of it. He reads a book called The Ugly Duckling.
He's not ugly. He's terrifying.
Okay.
Guys, you guys need to just man up.
Untitled Marvel is May.
Doctor Strange too.
Yeah. Let's stop guessing the Marvels.
I mean, I know him, guys.
528 is Untitled Disney live action. Really? I feel like no one gave a shit about Dumbo, but let's keep
Live action doesn't, I don't think, have to
I mean,
be
it could be. I mean,
remade.
look, Jungle Cruise is live action.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, you're
not
right.
you
You're
and-
right. Untitled
That's
Pixar
probably Splash Mountain
animation.
movie.
Untitled Pixar animation.
Space Mountain.
Untitled Indiana Jones.
Yeah, it's the Harrison Ford's last movie.
That's
If he hasn't broken both his legs and died.
You know what I like about
Another
this
plane.
one? You know what I like about this one? Is they probably figured out what people didn't like about the fourth one, and they're going to rectify that.
We'll see.
In other words, not have Shia LaBeouf in it.
Well, yeah, he's not in it, so that's cool.
2 Untitled Disney live actions in a row for
One of those will be
August
bad.
and
one will be
November.
good.
Untitled Marvel again. Untitled Disney animation. This is big, Zach, and you had a lot right on this one. Avatar 2, 12/17/21.
Yeah, okay. I guess I'll take this moment to let you guys know that I put my fucking faith in Fox and James Cameron before they sold their soul to the devil, Disney, which actually I do love Disney, so I'd take that back. But I had a $50 bet that Avatar 2 would be released before the end of 2020 because my friend claims they are never coming out. They've been in. We thought we were getting them in 2012.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, I knew they were filming already. I'm like, okay, they're filming, almost done filming. It's probably going to come out on time. Gets pushed back another year. So now I owe my friend $50.
Yeah.
This movie almost reminds me of video game development in that
Nukem Forever.
like you're trying to you're creating this high, because obviously that's what he's trying to do, because that's what Avatar 1 was. He's trying to create this high piece of technology in which underwater movie actually looks good, because that's what the second one is underwater. The actors have talked about it. He fucking made me spend 4 minutes underwater almost drowning. No joke. They literally had to like just train underwater. But I have a feeling he keeps like, oh, I need to keep making this better because the technology keeps getting better. Like, this movie, they got 5 of these fucking movies.
Yeah, okay. Skipping 2020, basically, it's just Untitled Disney, Untitled Marvel. Ends with Untitled Star Wars.
Shang-Chi.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
We get this cool, our new schedule is Avatar, Star Wars, Avatar,
I can't wait to meet the movies that ruined Game of Thrones.
I'm excited for Star Wars 2-1. Seems like it's actually planned out this time.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're actually like planning all 3 movies.
In the past, too. That's what I think. The rumor is that it would take place thousands of years before Phantom Menace.
Oh, are they doing fucking Old Republic shit?
That would be cool.
That's what's been talked about.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool. It'd be something new.
Yeah, it's gonna be a whole new references, no.
See the Jedi actually existing, but not in prequel quality.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
It'll be great. I'm excited.
Okay, and then
Hot take: Avatar movies are gonna be good.
I can't
I don't,
even.
see, again, I don't think that's a hot take because James Cameron's never made a bad movie.
People don't like Avatar.
He made Avatar.
People hate Avatar. I don't know if you don't realize.
I don't hate Avatar. I don't hate Avatar.
Am I wrong?
I was ready to jump.
Am I wrong to say though? A lot of people hate Avatar.
A lot of people are indifferent towards Avatar. It's like, really? This thing is still the highest grossing movie ever. You guys weren't so skied on it then.
It had no cultural impact. It's super.
But that's
bizarre.
what I mean.
It did have cultural impact at the time. People were freaking out about it. Cool, technologically, it was huge.
But no one gives a shit anymore. People remember the Titanic. People remember all these big
People
movies.
don't remember Avatar.
I cannot believe how little impact Avatar has on the movie industry now.
Yeah, because I mean,
it made so much fucking money and no one cares about it.
It looked great at the time,
bizarre.
but then a year later, movies look just as good.
Yeah,
so
like it's bizarre. I don't think it's a bad movie.
Now
I just
animals
think
every time.
Yeah. And then next year we have Untitled Disney live action, and that's all they have planned for 2013 onwards. Then they have Untitled Star Wars next year, then Avatar 4, then Star Wars, then Avatar 5.
I love their little So they got a monopoly on December movies for the next from 2021.
Get the fuck out of
pretty
December.
much 2021 through 2027.
I'm calling it now. 2020 DC movie hops in there like Aquaman did. No, I'm not. It's not a meme. Like Aquaman did.
Guys, you know what I love is that the actors are already done. Correct me if I'm wrong. The actors are done with Avatar.
Probably.
I have heard that they have filmed all 4 sequels.
Yeah. They made so much money. They finished.
Assuming they filmed this last year.
Someone's gonna put like an iPhone 4.
Zoe Saldana filmed a movie last year that will be released 9 years after she finished making it.
A lot of these people could be dead. That's it's
the only other
joke,
time that will be topped, Brian, like from filming to a release, is John Malkovich's movie.
I was about to
with Robert Rodriguez.
That they fucking found in the vault or something.
That will be released, I think, after. I mean, maybe in my lifetime. Definitely after his lifetime.
Yeah.
Here we go. From an article at the end of 2018, the Avatar sequels have reached a major milestone with the completion of all principal photography involving main cast members. This seems to just be Avatar 2 and 3, though.
Oh, really? I didn't think it was 4 and 5.
I don't know if they did 4 and 5, but 2 and 3. So wait, this movie's now 2021.
Do y'all think it's called Avatar 2? Like
they had dumb names were linked, and they were dumb names.
Yeah, like
they were corny
Will
names.
of the Water.
I mean, put it this way, I will give the benefit of the doubt to James Cameron. I will, because you look at his career. I mean, we don't need to spend a day on. I can run through it really quick. Besides whatever Piranha movie he made to get into the business, people don't count that. You have Terminator, Aliens, The Abyss, which is the only one I haven't seen, which apparently is really well received though. Yeah. Terminator 2, which is awesome. True Lies, which is a really fun action movie. Titanic, which is Titanic.
Yeah, it is that
some people are so cool that they don't like it. It's another them and the Frozen haters. They're just too cool. I can't get that level. And then there's Avatar.
Yeah.
So and then Avatar: The Way of Water, Avatar: The Seed Bearer, Avatar: The Tolkien Rider, and Avatar: The Quest for Uiwa.
Awa.
I like Uiwa better.
Awa. This was the god from the first one, if you recall, the tree.
No one recalls.
All right, all right, guys. It's been 10 episodes of the Content Cube. This is it for the school year recordings, folks. It's been a hell of a time, guys. I really
What a ride. What a team. What a ride.
Thanks for joining me. Guys, for a sec, I thought we weren't recording, but we are recording. I was freaked out for a sec. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. We're recording. Trust me. It's cool. It's cool.
For the record audience, I almost cried.
Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. I can't wait for next year. Thank you, John Messer, for helping me get this into existence. What do you guys have to say? There will be episodes going up over the summer. We've pre-recorded. We're going to record some more, but they will be less topical than this. Any advice for the fans over the summer?
If you listen to, I don't know how many listens we have. I'll be honest, I haven't looked at the stats.
We have 44 on the first fucking episode.
If you legitimately listen to this, I don't know how many you do. Maybe it's only 1. Maybe it's 10. I don't know. DM Brian, let him know what you'd like us to do at the show, recommendations, what you think we do well, what we think we could
ask
improve.
Questions. I would love to address anything that people want us to talk about.
So
my girlfriend messaged me once like, "Oh, who's that hot guy named Brian?" I said, "Fuck you. This isn't a real question." It made me mad.
Get involved.
Yeah, get involved, guys. My mom, my girlfriend, message us, please. Next year, I'm hoping we have a theme song, maybe.
Wow.
A logo.
You know what they say? Once you have a theme song, Brian, you've made it.
That's when I launched
You're
the Patreon.
in the big leagues.
That's when I launched the Patreon. I can't promise audio quality will improve, but I have heard we may be able to use an actual radio studio. But I don't know if we'll do that because a lot of times I have to delay the recording because I am just.
Brian, you know what I heard?
I'm sick. What?
The old MUTV studio has been given solely to Content Cube.
Oh my god!
That's why we have to move.
Oh my god! Finally, this is all worth it.
So MUTV gets a downgrade, but Content Cube itself gets a huge upgrade, regardless of what happens.
I recommend my recommendation for the summer is to be kind to people. Take it easy this summer. It's been a tough year, I'm sure. You guys have any recommendations? Some closing words for our listeners?
Go see Endgame.
Yeah,
It's pretty
Endgame.
good.
If it's still in theaters, which
it will
it definitely
be.
will be.
It'll be in theaters until
Guys,
August. I'm
help
sure.
it
see
pass. Help it pass the cultural movement that was Avatar.
They need your help.
They need your help.
Disney needs your support, listeners. They're on their last leg.
Go see Toy Story 4, go see Lion King. Disney doesn't have enough money this year.
Yeah,
they need more.
need your help.
They're struggling.
They need to acquire WB.
Get Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Yeah, let them get Looney Tunes. That's the next big property.
If you can buy all the Disney XD shows, do that too. They
On
need your help.
Do you guys hear there's a High School Musical show coming to Disney
Okay.
Plus?
Really?
Yes.
Huh.
High School Musical says you have to let it go.
It's a high school putting on their school musical, which is High School Musical. How meta is that?
Thank you so much, everybody, for listening. I cannot thank you guys enough for whoever's listening out there. Thanks so much for joining me, Jake and Zach. Follow us on Twitter at Brian of the Woods, at Jake W. Mosher, and I don't remember yours, Zach.
Zach Hohenstein won.
All right. See
It's
you
the
around.
easiest one to remember.
There will be episodes going up over the summer, not weekly. Don't know the schedule exactly, but we'll be back in a couple months.